Hi, everybody. So what an introduction. And I love it. It's time to share a lot of things that I've learned through all the years I've been doing this. I'm now 65, and since I was 18, I've been really into this field and been on cloud nine that people can heal and that we can enjoy life totally different than what we've seen a lot of generations in their suffering. And we were not supposed to. And this PowerPoint that I'm going to show you is really for women, but if any man that has a mother, I hope you do, anybody that has a wife, a sister, a aunt, and cousins should be of interest of this too, to learn more about our precious life and how we can make it so amazing. So I sit every day. Of course, I'm a counselor for everybody, for men and women and children that also come to the Institute. And they, most people that come here have been searching for health a long time. They've been trying to find a way to move things out of their body, which could be the pain, the inflammations, the infections that they've been suffering for. And of course, why the Institute is so successful is because we have everybody under our roof, and mainly for 3 weeks. You know that everything in universe work in cycles of 7 and in 3 times. So you have actually 7 times 3, and that means it's 21 days. And in 21 days, you have a new metabolic environment. And so you have really boosted the immune system. And imagine how much it happens if I do it over and over. And they found Weinmann University in Israel just came out with this wonderful study where they said that in 90 days, you have a new you. How is that possible? Well, because you have cells that renew themselves every day. You have I think 250 billion cells that renew themselves every day. And in 3 months, they have renewed. There are cells like fat cells and muscle cells. They can live 12 years or 50 years. But you have other cells, but more about 30% of them that renew themselves all the time. So imagine that you have a new you in 90 days. And I mean, we've been saying that forever because we know, and I would say allopathically, they know too, even if you're treated every 3 months, they want scans and they want blood tests and see how you're doing. So I think we all have known it, but now we know scientifically through the Weinmann University that it's for real. It's for real. You have a new you. So hopefully you can start now. And, I have been living this way so long. We have 4 children. They're brought up like this. We have 8 grandkids. They're brought up very, very amazingly. And, we have seen through all the years with the guests coming here and how they renew themselves, even 3 weeks. So you have in the multiple of 3, that's 7 days times 3, you have in the new metabolic environment. It's worth you starting today. And I'm going to take you through things that works here, that has worked for our family, and how we can improve. Because some of you might have cardiovascular problems, some of you might have cancer, some of you might just have obesity and diabetes or other infections and inflammation. That so much can be done with lifestyle. But 90% of most diseases are preventative. So let's get going. So first, I would tell you that as women, we shape our environment. Well, and really, our way of living is shaped by how the social life around us too. But we do shape our environment. And we have had many chances to improve ourselves and to shape our family, shape the life around us too. But many times we don't feel like we're heard. We're giving birth to the next generation as we maintain positions of importance and responsibility globally. More women are finishing, graduating high school and colleges. More women are in leadership. Well, for heaven's sake, we got the right to vote 1920. 1920, that's not that long ago. That's 100 years ago. And of course, African-American women had to wait much longer, 1960, I think. But we have the power to make our voice heard. And a lot of people might not think that that's important, but it's very important for the future. So if we think that we can sacrifice our health and sacrifice our loved ones' health for a broken system, we're up the wrong tree. So we need to take charge. And I see so many wonderful women here from many cultures that have figured it out. And they bring their friends and family here to really improve themselves, but also to experience a different lifestyle. So this is our birthright, right? With the escalating rate of disease, with millennials reach middle age, when we are reaching, millennials are more or less my age, right? Middle age, they and the healthcare system are bound to collapse because we have now increased diabetes 90% since 1980. Imagine that. We have increased cancer. We've increased childhood obesity big time. You now have children from pre-K up to 20 years old that have increased 20% their diabetes type 1, 30% diabetes type 2. This is crazy. What are they going to do? Are they going to be on medication for the rest of their life? Medication with side effects? These are synthetic medication. So a lot of this could be prevented. Diabetes type 1, of course, is different than diabetes type 2, which is very much the lifestyle that we've had. And children today have been very, very much on processed food. This you can change. As a mother in the household, you can change this. And yes, there will be slow process to do that. There's no way that you're just going to go home and say, okay, I'm throwing this out of the fridge, this out of the cupboard. There's no more of this. No, but we can add things because our healthcare system definitely will be collapsing in so many different ways. So do you feel as though you are respected, appreciated, and maintaining a high standard of self-care? Well, this is a question we need to ask ourselves. Do we have time to exercise? Do we have time to sleep enough? A lot of you stay up very late to do work. And now since COVID happened, now it's more than a year, a lot of you are home and you're not even the trip going to work and seeing your friends and seeing the coworker and, and maybe not snacking all day, because what happens now is that we stay up all night and we eat. Of course, we get hungry and then we want to sleep during the day. So we've changed our circadian rhythm. And this is a big problem. What I see with our guest that's coming back since COVID now, everybody gained weight, but also everybody has more anxiety. And so standard of self-care, that is number one. That's your priority that you need to take. And what does that mean?